Hi there YouTube, Big G back in with another video. The Atari 600 XL, one of my favorite 8-bit computers. I often turn to this computer when I feel like a little bit of nostalgia, but it's a little bit tedious loading games on it, and I prefer playing on original equipment. I know a lot of users out there like Lactobacillus Prime likes to use emulators. It is a lot easier. Just load it up on your PC, play whatever game you want to do instantaneously, no worries. But there's something about playing on the original hardware that I personally enjoy. I like the feel of the joystick, I like the feel of the buttons, the way, but setting it up can be tedious. So, you know, there's a lot of solutions out there. And one of the solutions which I actually want to demo today is this little gadget. Now, this little gadget here is from Atarimax. It's a universal SIO, let me just read it off here. Atari Peripheral Emulator, stands for APE, Universal SIO2PC Interface. That's its official title. But this little magic gadget allows me to play on my original hardware the way I like to, but at the same time take away all the tediousness of actually loading games. Now previously I've loaded games on this machine using the tape deck that it comes with. Very unreliable, very slow. Then I thought I'd go one step better, and I actually used an MP3 player and loaded it that way. Still unreliable. Now this little gadget over here promises to solve all my problems. So let's give it a whirl and see how it performs, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's have a look at my setup. Here's my trusty little Atari 600 XL. This is the one that I modded actually in one of the previous videos to 64K. So it's actually a Atari 800 XL in a Atari 600 XL skin. So I can play basically whatever games I want. The APE device sits over there. You can see I've connected it via your normal cable that you actually use to connect through to your disk drive, through into the actual Atari at the back over there. From there I've attached the serial cable from there to the back of this old laptop. Now it was actually quite interesting when I won this device on eBay. I didn't realize that I actually won the device that I actually won used a serial bus. I would have preferred a USB bus, but that's the one I got, which made it very difficult to find an existing PC to run the software off. But anyway, I got it up and running. Here we have the software, and you can see Ape for Windows at the top there. I've actually installed it. So let's just run Ape for Windows. Okay, I've booted up the Ape interface, and basically it allows me to use it as a disk drive, and I can actually, you can see we have 8 disk drives set up, or I can use it as a cassette. I can even use it to play cassette games and actually load them through the serial interface that way. But let's choose a game. Just click on there, choose load, and let's have a look. I know I've got some stuff here in retro. ATR, it uses the ATR files, and just at random let's just take a game. Let's see, Conan. Okay, I haven't played Conan before, so there, I've loaded up Conan. Now basically all I need to do now is switch my Atari on, and it should load, because that's how the Atari operates. Is as soon as you switch it on, it detects a a floppy disk drive, and then it should start loading it straight away. So let's move across here. I'm going to switch it on. There, I switch it on. You can see the light has flashed, and immediately it starts loading. So there you can see the files are loading, and you can see the lights flashing, showing that the data is moving across. And there we are. It's loaded the game. And there it starts loading the next section, and this actually asked me now to flip the disk. So it's actually a 2-disc game, so I'll go in there and let's load disk number 2. Very simple interface, and press space on there and off it goes again, and there it's loading the second section, and it's in. And there it is playing. And if I move across now to my screen, it's up and playing, and I have Conan. And how long did that take? 2 discs, maybe 30 seconds to load. So I mean, that really worked well. So let me hit the start key and let's get into Conan. I've actually never played this before, so don't expect too much from it. There, it's busy loading. Okay, it looks like a platformer. And there I run. Let's have a look. Oh, I can jump. Got some really funky colors, I must say. Oh, there's a bit of a somersault. Take it, this bird thing is going to try and get me. Got him. Ah, I thought I made it. Looks like I can jump over everything except that platform. Hey, I made it! Ah. Okay, let's have a look now. Looks like I'm on top of the battlements. And I made it through the first level. And so it goes on. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration of the APE from Atarimax. Great little device. I mean, it works flawlessly. I haven't had any issues. I've loaded cassette games and I've loaded disc games, and I highly recommend it. It's a fast and efficient way of loading games on the Atari hardware and still being able to enjoy them on the original hardware it's meant to be. It takes a lot of the tediousness and the hassles out of it. So guys, cheers from me.